Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Helldivers 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So it's time to go to the store and grab some eggs, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So since there appears to be zero grocery stores around Super Earth, you got to go get your own eggs, which means grabbing the Terminid eggs, which are triple the size of an ostrich egg. That is a lot of omelets. But seriously, we're going and we're destroying the hatcheries. We're going to do some of the other things, like taking out some of the bug hole nests, etc. As long as they don't shield it with their bodies, blocking my perfect arc into the bug hole with that grenade. Oh man. And now I got 2 grenades left, but I got a heavy nest right in front of me. So I'm gonna try and get rid of as many of those bug holes as possible. With that barrage. Gonna get some equipment down here finally after starting it. Get the cooldown started so that I can call it in again later if I need it. Alright, depending on the difficulty level of the mission, and that'll tell you how many hatcheries you need to deal with. Each hatchery can have a different number of eggs. So it can be 60 eggs, it can be 30 eggs, and you don't have to take out every single one, which is good because of the placement of the eggs. It might be a little bit hard to figure out where the eggs are at. So, you know, when I miss 1 or 2, then I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Although sometimes it kind of is. You should be able to miss, 2 or 3 and be okay. But when you're talking about only having 30, it gets kind of difficult. All right, so there's a stalker. Now, since the more recent patch, where the stalkers are now truly almost completely invisible compared to how they were before, where there was kind of an outline, but you could still kind of see them. There we go. Missed 1 too many eggs. You run around and you try and figure out what's going on, and you come across a point of interest, but the point of interest is heavily guarded. On the lower difficulties, you don't necessarily run into that. Higher difficulties, like every point of interest, is guarded. However, if it's close enough to that's always interesting. If you're close enough to a sub-objective or secondary objective, you can sometimes pull those guys in. So then they leave the point of interest so that you're not disturbing or causing a bug breach. Oh, I was trying to kite that charger around, and as it turned out, it didn't work out that great. Yeah, one of the nice things is those holes you can drop a grenade in, and it causes a relatively large explosion. There is a patrol that's going. I'm gonna have to just skirt this point of interest. I thought maybe I could get around a couple of the guys and get the goods from the point of interest without having to deal with a lot. That is not the case. I got a whole bunch of guys and they just keep coming. They just keep showing up. And that charger, I'm ill-equipped to deal with the charger. one of the problems that I personally have doing the hatcheries is that I'll come in with a grenade launcher, which is not great for heavy armor. It's really, really bad, but it works really well for bug holes and hatcheries. You can take out those eggs, usually a lot of them at a time, where you hit maybe 5 grenades from the grenade launcher, and that takes out the hatchery, even when it's at 60. There we go. Close that one. Keep those reinforcements underground. There we go. I know I'm going to have to go a long ways around to get back. And there's an ion storm causing problems. Hey, hey, nice shot there. Hit the side of it. So there we go. Now we just have to wait for the plane to show up. And of course, there's all kinds of enemies and patrols that are showing up. And if you're not quick, they're going to cause a bug breach right next to extraction point. So you want to take them out as quickly as possible, but in order to do that, you really need to have your head on a swivel in order to cover every direction. If everyone's there, it's not as bad because people can look in different directions. But if you're by yourself because you're letting your teammates grab more samples, go to different more points of interest, then it does make it more difficult. But sometimes it's okay because you've got bugs that end up following your teammates rather than you, and you can land the shuttle and then just wait for them. Wait for your team to show up. Not the case this time around. There's myself and one other guy that had to deal with it. Oh man. The shield came down at just the wrong time. And the other guy that was next to me ran too far out. There we go. Now he brought me back, which is good, because that'll bring me back close to where I was at. There we go. Now the shuttle's coming in, and we just have to wait for the other guys to show up. And we can make our way out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Orbital inbound!
Calling down a sentry.
Throwing supply beacon!
Sending down equipment package.
Requesting orbital strike! Thank you.
Requesting orbital strike.
Have a taste of democracy! Enemy elite, southeast, 50 meters. Objective located.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.